this? I have to get in contact with my brother Chris. I should have known. Just when we thought that the nightmare with Will Pharma was over, now another nightmare begins with Tricell. It seems that all connections are lost to contact BSAA, and there's no way of knowing what Tricell will do. My only hope is to go to the headquarters of unWiredTv and give them my story before it's too late. Hi, I'm Alyson Court, and this is an exclusive with unWiredTv. I've lived all my life in Toronto, Canada. I started acting at the age of 10, so we won't tell everyone how many years that's been acting, but it's been a long time, my whole life. It's been a wonderful experience. I have had the opportunity to travel the world, to work with people from every continent, and my love for this industry just keeps growing and growing. Many people know my on-camera persona, Lunette, from The Big Comfy Couch, and I also have had the opportunity to do a lot of voice work. Again, I started that when I was 11, and I've worked on shows like Beetlejuice, X-Men, Ewoks, of course, doing the voice of Claire Redfield in Resident Evil has been a blast, and I plan on working in this business until I die. I played the role of Jubilee in the X-Men cartoon back in the early 90s, and Capcom was making a Marvel vs. Capcom video game, and they wanted to use the real voice actors from the series. So they came to Toronto and recorded with all of us for that video game. That's how I first got to meet the Capcom people, and that's how they first established their connection with the voice actors and voice directors and casting directors in Toronto. So for their next project, which was, of course, Resident Evil 2, they ended up using those same connections, came back to Toronto. I auditioned like everybody else and landed the part of Claire Redfield. And of course, at the time, I had no idea what Resident Evil was and had no concept of what it was going to turn into and the huge phenomenon that it would end up being. It was a lot of fun. And I thank Capcom for coming back to Toronto. I think they really were surprised by the voice talent that we have there, and there was a really good relationship built there. As long as the Resident Evil franchise is alive, I will be delighted to voice Claire Redfield. I have a lot of respect for Claire Redfield. I like the fact that she's been given an opportunity to grow throughout the franchise. When we first meet her, she's a teenager. She's not a trained police officer or anything like that, but she's full of spunk, and she's very courageous, and when the chips are down, she really steps up to the plate. She's a fantastic character, and it's been an honor playing her. At the moment, I'm not working on any more CG films, but hopefully Degeneration will be very, very successful, and Capcom will want to continue doing more films, and as I said, I would love to be a part of anything that this franchise does. Thank you. I'm eternally grateful for all of the fans' loyalty and support from unWiredTv and people all over the world who have stuck by me and really appreciate the work that I've put into the character of Claire. I love it. Thank you, guys. We recently finished the first 2 seasons of a spin-off from Totally Spies, and the series is called Amazing Spies, so I'm excited about that coming out this fall. As well, you can currently hear me in Bakugan, Seasons 1 and Season 2. And before that, and still on the air, you've got Skyland, Urban Vermin, Spider Riders, a few other things coming out. Plus, there are a couple of pilots that we're waiting to get greenlit. Angora Napkin, which I encourage everybody to check out the pilot because it's absolutely hilarious. And Almost Naked Animals, another really fun project which is close to being turned into a series. Lots of good stuff coming down the pipeline. Finally, I get to say this. Now that the game has been announced at E3, yes, I will be reprising the role of Claire Redfield in The Dark Side Chronicles. How hard is my job? You know, that really depends on the project. When you have fantastic writers and a great team that you're working with, it's not hard at all because it's just so much fun and so inspirational that regardless of the task at hand, it's always a pleasure to do. Now, not every project is as exciting as some, but playing Claire Redfield has always been a lot of fun. There was a bit of work in the beginning really establishing her character and her independence because she was very different from other video game characters, but I thank Capcom for really letting me have a voice in how Claire would develop and being true to that character as well. She's a tough cookie and I love playing her. Go for it. If this is something you want to do, then what's stopping you? Anyone can do it as long as you believe in yourself and really follow your dreams. I have been blessed my entire career. I've always had an exciting project to work on, and it's kept me going. There's never been any doubt in my mind that this is something that I enjoyed doing, and it was something that I wanted to keep doing. And nowadays, with the internet and with so many different cable channels out there, shows that I did many, many years ago are playing on the air, and my son is getting to experience those projects for the first time, and that's really inspirational to me. To see the effect that projects that I've been involved with, they have on my son, it's incredible. He really likes hearing my voice, and he likes seeing me on TV, and so as long as he's happy, I want to keep working, making projects that he'll enjoy. I just want to say thank you for everybody showing so much support and loyalty towards me. It's been a blast. I love making things that you guys enjoy, and I hope to keep doing it for as long as you guys are happy. And another thing, I've kind of been shy up until now about getting out there, but there are some conventions coming up, and I'm really looking forward to getting out there and meeting everybody in person for the first time. It's going to be a blast.